Now please join me in welcoming Roz and Rebecca.
Roz, thank you so much for being here today. You've had such an interesting career with so many stops along the way across different companies, and I imagine that opportunity knocks on your door quite often. How do you make decisions as you transition throughout your career?
I usually look at the opportunity to learn something new as I evaluate what's next for me. I really enjoy the learning process. I really enjoy starting something new, meeting a new company, taking on a big challenge, and that's really what I look at when these opportunities come my way.
And what are you hoping to learn in this next step?
And this one I truly was not looking for. I was so enjoying my time at Starbucks Coffee Company, and this one came along, and timing is everything. And so for this one in particular, what's happening in the space of vaccines and the administration of that, and then also, too, thinking about the health inequities that we've all seen and experienced during this time of the pandemic, this one struck me in a really special way. To get a chance to do something across this country, across various regions, to build healthier and happier lives. And that really struck me in a very special way. So I became very serious about it and was fortunate enough to join the company.
Thank you, Roz. As a leader, your voice and message needs to cascade through your whole organization. How do you do it?
You know, one of the things I've learned over the years is that when people think about their leader, they want to almost be able to predict how they think sometimes, right? And so I really try to focus on consistency of message and clarity of message. Because the one thing I want more than anything else is I want people to feel very passionate about following my leadership. And I want them to be excited about it. So part of what I do is try my best to create the most exciting vision for my organization so they feel challenged, so that when we accomplish things together, that they are proud of their work and that we have a shared experience. And there's nothing like it when you have a shared experience with the people that work alongside you.
Thank you. I've heard you describe leadership as being the adult in the room. I love that. What does that mean to you?
Sometimes it's not about your title. And sometimes things happen and you have to step up. And it's being in that moment, the moment of a crisis or the moment of, a tough decision being made. And when I think about that, Rebecca, it's when you go into your inner self and say, I need to step up, right? And I think that comes from having experience of solving big problems and, wanting to be that change agent.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion are such an innate part of your business strategy, of your corporate culture, and of your values. What advice might you give to young leaders, such as ourselves, who also want to champion the work?
I think that it is some of the most important work that we can ever do. It is such a unique difference when you walk in a room and you feel included, heard, and seen. And I think that's important. So inclusion is where I've been focusing a lot of my time because it's a lot less about, hitting a number, and hitting a diversity target. It's about creating an environment where people can thrive.
A year from now, what do you hope is the one thing you take away from this very challenging but also hopeful year?
When I look back and look ahead, I really hope that we feel closer as a community. We had a really live, shared experience globally around the world. Almost the entire planet was, inflicted by this pandemic. And if that's not a significant shared experience that we can all reflect on and we made it through together, I have to say, I think if I were in college and all of this was happening around me, I'm not quite sure I could have pulled it off. But I am encouraged by that. That gives me so much hope and excitement about the future just to see graduates making it through this very tough year.
Roz, thank you for being so generous with your time today and sharing your insights and your wisdom with the Wharton class of 2021.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you.